Hey.
They're called the.
But I'm saying this to the guy.
There's so many white people songs.
But I'm saying this to a guy who didn't.
It's impossible not to know them all.
He didn't even have Cotton Eye Joe at his wedding, so.
That's not. I wasn't in charge.
How would you know for sure? Like you left before the end of the dance.
Yeah. How dare you? We played it 20 times on repeat right when you left.
Like we left after the dollar dance, homeboy. We don't know if Cotton Eye Joe was there.
That's what I'm saying. Could you turn my mic down a little bit? I think it's really loud.
It's just we're real quiet when it comes to the Spotify podcast.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well then you.
I'll turn your headphones down. How about that?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Does that sound better?
You big baby.
Yeah. I love my own voice. Trust me, I'm a narcissist. But
does that sound better?
That sounds
to you?
better.
Okay. If it's too loud for you, let me know. I can turn your headphones down too.
Mine's real loud, but I fucking like it.
I love
Until we
my
like
voice.
laugh at each other. I'll turn everybody's headphones down just a smidge that way. That way we're still loud on Spotify, but we're not blowing each other's eardrums out. What do you guys think, if I brought this up in Discord, if Luke Skywalker Back to the Futured himself into the first 3 Star Wars movies, do you think he could bring himself to stop his dad from killing those sand people? Because essentially if he stops Anakin Skywalker from slaughtering them all, even the children, there's a good chance he doesn't come to be at all.
It's a good point.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Because Padme gets turned on.
I think,
But yeah.
By him killing those sand people.
But then Luke never gets born, and he just
That's
fades.
what I mean.
He just fades into.
that'd be Well, because here's instead of going back to not kill the sand people, I'd go back and rescue his mom, and then I think he and Padme could still possibly live happily ever after.
And kiss
If the mom doesn't die, then he doesn't have to kill the sand people.
Sure.
We really need to number these mics. I can't hear you at all.
Aww. I'm gonna drink this water obnoxiously.
Just like move it closer to your face. Put it in your mouth.
Literally eat it.
Bam. Nope, still not.
Everyone who's listening is like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, Tie Boy. Oh,
Tie boy who doesn't wear ties because he's a fucking nerd. Oh, hey, that was nice.
You call me a nerd for wearing a tie, now I'm a nerd for not wearing a tie?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Welcome to Velocity Entertainment. I'm your host, where each and every Monday we look around the internet for movies, TV, video games, and anime and nerd news in general.
And not porn.
Bring it here to talk about it
What?
and nerd out about it for an hour or so. We also do a sports movie tournament, not specifically sports, but the current tournament is sports. Today, The Way Back takes on Blue Chips. If you didn't catch last week's, that was a good one. Coach Carter, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Go back and check that out. It won by a landslide, but we kind of talked about the things we like in Coach Carter rather than
the SmackDown.
The SmackDown.
And then we wrap up the episode with a little 20 questions. So if you like the show, remember to go to Facebook, search Velocity Entertainment 360 to follow us there. We are affiliates on Twitch, so go to twitch.tv/Velocity Entertainment 360 to follow and subscribe there. And if you have Amazon Prime, every month you get a free Twitch subscription. And if you're not doing anything with it anyway, might as well throw it towards us. If you're watching on Twitch, you can't talk to us. Go to twitch.tv/Velocity Entertainment 360 to interact with us live on the show. If not, just enjoy what we're talking about. Kick back and watch a little bit.
Yeah, you fucking TikTokers.
TikTokers.
The talk.
Stop doing your TikTok dances and come watch what we're doing.
Come watch what we're doing.
Yeah, Steelers players, by the way.
As you know, there's no show without the men across from me. We have the long hair, don't care, Thug Nasty, dropping them in the dirt, laying down the hurt. The all-knowing, almost Samoan, dishing out crosses, taking no losses. Best Blue Eyes in Sioux Falls, Tanner Ross.
That's what I got to say to that.
I can't believe we didn't get the Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, if you
Why'd
didn't
you
watch,
bring it up?
If you didn't watch last week, make sure you go back last week and watch these two and our guest for last week, Blake, absolutely stumble and fall on their face trying to guess Deep Blue Sea in 20 questions.
Not a real movie.
Next to Tanner, there's only one. He's the trash talker. Drops more bombs than Hurt Locker. He's the nerdiest, the flirtiest, and overall the most luxurious. Michael Otamendi.
Oh, I was going to make it a thing where I pour water on myself now every time you do mine.
We're watching.
I didn't think he was gonna do it. I really didn't think he was gonna.
Wait, no. Next time I'll do it right. I'll do the sexy. I'll make it sexy.
You should get the headphones off first next time.
There's no water on them.
Oh wow. This is why we can't get.
But
also,
I gotta do
for not why would you bring up that we didn't get Deep Blue Sea? I'm past it. All right.
Blake brought it up.
Blake's a dick.
Oh man, oh man. How has your guys' week been? Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've seen your faces.
I know.
It was decent.
And by the way, I know I didn't get to watch the fights with you, but I'm going to make it a point to watch the fights this Saturday because they're the good ones.
This is T-City, right?
It is, and I am off, so...
Yeah, dude. Let's cook up some food and watch fights.
I have a wedding that night, but it'll be done way before that.
I don't know who's getting married, but...
Robbie Lawler and...
I feel like last time you had a wedding and then came to watch fights with us, you didn't get here till like 9:30. And then you blamed Anna.
Because we were doing ketamine. It was Anna's fault. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You're hanging out
every time we tried to leave, she pulled out another rip of bath salts.
More bath salts. And I'm like,
bath salts. And I'm like, well, I can't say no to that. Don't mind if I do.
A whole new perception of Anna now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's crazy.
Apparently.
That's good. I'm glad you guys had a good week. I didn't do anything too excited. Played a little Tomb Raider.
Ooh, nice.
How's your guys' games going?
Gotta get back into mine a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say this week I didn't get any done, but that's because my twin brother came into town. Because he's getting married this weekend. And
one of these days we need to have your twin brother come on in your place, and then we'll just pretend he's you.
Just not saying.
But he doesn't look like me though. We're fraternal twins.
Yeah. Fair enough, but
he has
which one's that?
He has blonde hair. Daniel.
Daniel, okay. Oh yeah, he's the real good looking one in the family.
How dare you?
I remember that from the wedding. I remember being like, "This is my twin," and I was like, "Hey,
hey, dude, you got a number?" Dude,
as that Taylor Swift song comes on.
I just met you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate you guys. I hate it here.
As you should.
Listen, guys, I don't have any trailers or movie news for you this week. There's not a lot going on. We're kind of in a dead spot until...
What we can talk about...
Venom comes out. What?
For a minute is I didn't realize this movie was released. I watched it this week. Candyman was insane.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Moving on.
It's on one of the streaming sites that we all use. I'll just say
you talk about Candyman, me and Michael talk about Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's a hostage. It's a hostage situation.
It was a great movie.
And don't talk about The Green Knight because I really want to see that too.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like a pretty good movie.
It was interesting.
It was
a little weird.
Okay.
I've heard good things from my podcasts that I listen to.
Also, I was telling him there's another movie that is available now too that I want to watch, and it's that movie Old, the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yes.
Who it's by. So it's pretty good.
I thought that movie was Prohibidado.
I thought it was Prohibity Dibbity.
Just skip it.
As far as video game news goes, a couple of things I thought were interesting. Battlefield 2042 is not going to make its release date. Developer DICE announced on Wednesday that it's been delayed until November 19th, almost a month later than its original date on October 22nd.
I'm really excited for this.
I am, but like I've said in the past, I feel like they're making mistakes.
You think so?
With this one, not having a campaign and not having a battle royale and still making it full price.
Oh, that's a bad move.
I'm not saying it won't be great, and I might try it after watching a few streams and seeing how it is, but...
Do you remember how good Battlefield used to be? Just so good.
I mean, it's never not been good. I liked the last one, too.
Yeah.
I didn't like the police one very much. What was that one? Battlefield Hardline or something?
Yeah,
right?
something like that. I don't think that one was very popular.
But other than that, we'll see. THQ Nordic is reviving Destroy All Humans 2 with a full remake of the 2006 game titled Destroy All Humans 2, Reprobed. This is the publisher who released Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning, and Darksiders, War Mastered Edition. After all, the remake is being developed for the PlayStation 5, the PC Series X, and is shooting for a 2022 release date. Did you ever play Destroy All Humans?
I didn't.
Oh, it's so much fun.
What, so you're trying to kill all humans?
It's hard to explain, but essentially...
Sounds like some serial killer shit.
Sounds like, yeah.
Well, you're aliens.
Oh, okay. Well,
So genocide.
Serial killer.
It's genocide.
It's genocide. It's different. Genocide's fine. Genocide's
Which brings me back to that What If episode where Thanos is like, good.
Yeah, right.
But all I'm saying is if I kill half...
Dad,
But he's just like having a beer with all the Avengers, like being a good guy.
Dad, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah.
It was a Koye. That sounds
yeah.
an awful like genocide, my friend.
Yes.
But it's efficient.
It's efficient.
It is efficient.
Oh, I haven't watched the new What If episode. Is it good?
It was good.
It was good.
It was definitely good.
Yeah, and then we got Wednesdays coming up too. I don't remember. I think it's Party Thor this Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, speaking of
Party
which, what was the last one you did watch then? Was it the Doctor Strange
No,
one?
it's T'Challa was the last one I watched.
Dude, you're like 3 behind.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
you got
I
a
know.
bunch to binge.
I know.
I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, but they're only like 20 minutes long.
Yeah,
I'll
they're
binge,
short.
I'll binge it in
That's
like an
my
hour.
That's my biggest gripe with them is that I wish they were longer. Cause
Yeah.
Well, then we kind of discussed a little bit about how they're going to do like a second season of it. Because there's a lot of these episodes that are cliffhangers, and we don't know if they're going to do
I mean, we'll see. A lot of the teasers of the later half of the season is teasing like the wrap ups of these cliffhangers,
Yeah.
like in this season.
Oh, okay.
So it seems like this Watcher guy is useless because I like how he's like I can't.
So
he's like I can't intervene. I don't really have powers, but I can see everything. I'm like you're useless.
He's characteristically known in the comics for intervening constantly.
But he can't.
So like it's
yeah.
well,
Gonna
not
happen
like
eventually.
he's
you think
supposed
he
to be a
will?
watcher. He's going to like I will almost bet my paycheck that by the end of it he's stepping in to intervene because
I
it's
hope
just
so.
it's what Owatu does. It's just
Yeah.
it's what he does.
Okay.
So I would bet money that by the end of the season he's intervening somehow. He's seeing
and then,
all
like,
of these,
and then some of these episodes clash together.
because we're not seeing any episodes that end like, oh well, what if this happened and then the world is okay?
That's
Everyone is a new
that's
apocalypse.
My like thing that I don't like about the show is like almost every episode ends in a way I'm like,
That's worse.
why did it just end like that?
That's even
Like
worse.
I need more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like there could never just be like one where Tony Stark died before he became Iron Man, so he never made Ultron, and
Everybody live happily ever
everybody lived happily ever after. You know.
after. The end.
True. What if Ultron actually like his program worked and Ultron was like a good guy? I feel like that.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, is that gonna happen? Oh, I
But we saw like a picture of something.
On Disney Plus,
okay.
it shows Ultron in the picture.
I bet you there's.
but it's like Vision's face.
I just want a universe where Ultron, the program works and Ultron's a good guy. I think that'd be cool.
Ultron's one of my favorite villains, so the
Yeah.
fact that he's popping up in what
I just love the meme that they made about him. This dude spent 5 minutes of knowing what like humans were like and was like, nope.
no extinction.
Nope. we're done with that.
They watch TikToks all day.
We're good. We are good to go here.
We are good.
I found a solution. Kill them all.
So I'll leave it up to you guys. You want to do the movie tournament first, or you want to do the little conversation piece I made first?
We can. I say we do the movie thing.
Yeah, let's
I didn't get to watch Blue Chips, so
Okay, we'll do the movie.
I would like somebody to kind of give me a good fill in on that one.
Oh well, that's a bummer.
How dare you? No,
know.
I'm just kidding. I just watched Way Back Home right before I got here.
There's
The
no
way back.
home.
Oh, Way Back.
The way back.
No way back.
The reason I keep saying that is because of all the Spider-Man trailers, how the home is in the name of Spider-Man. And so I keep thinking, like, no way home, Spider-Man.
That was a good one, though, dude. I definitely watched it a year ago. When I got an accident, I just saw like a Ben Affleck movie in basketball, and I was like,
It was good. It was
But yeah, it was good. It was definitely a super emotional movie.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so Blue Chips is essentially the story about Nick Nolte, who I forget is a phenomenal actor. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh
forget.
my god.
It's-
This dude is like the best.
It sneaks up on you.
We already talked about how awesome he is.
In Warrior,
Yeah, Warriors.
pops up in Warrior, but like I just every time I watch him, I'm like, this dude, man, he's so good.
He is.
Yeah.
I love
But
him.
he's a college basketball coach who is having a pretty terrible season. Season ends essentially with a loss. It's his first losing season. He's been undefeated until now. He's like, all right, well, the reason this is happening, he's got a short temper. He's like kicking garbage cans, getting in refs' faces,
Throwing
and all
water
sorts of
coolers.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This guy.
So he's getting ejected and technicals all over the place. Real competitive. But we learned that after the season, he's like, well, we're not really going out and trying to recruit these guys anymore. I think that's the problem. We're getting kids with heart but no skill. Besides, like, Tony, I think was his name, is the only, like, skilled kid on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, let's reach out to some of these kids and see if we can get them to come to our college and play. the legit way, you know, because he's pretty much like, you know, I don't want to pay for these kids. Let's see if we can get them the right way.
Yeah.
So he's given 3 prospects. I forget their names. You remember? I remember
There was
Neon Bordeaux, which is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, but young Shaquille O'Neal.
Young Shaquille O'Neal.
He looks weird. Here,
Young
I'm
Shaquille
looking
you
it up,
guys know
yeah.
what young Shaquille O'Neal looks like. No, I don't need to look that up.
I don't. I'm like trying to think of young
Okay,
Shaquille
here,
O'Neal.
I'll look it up. I'll just type in young. Shit. I spell it all.
Yeah, so Neon Bordeaux. Ricky Rowe is another one from the South.
He was skinnier too.
Yeah, he was.
Who's the last one?
He looked kind of like this in the movie, I'd say. He looked close.
Butch
to this.
McRae, that's who it is.
Butch
McRae
yeah,
was
yeah.
the third one. So
Yeah.
those are the three prospects he goes to talk with.
Yeah.
As
But in the movie, do he still be talking like this?
yeah, kind of,
Yeah, kind of.
Nice.
kind of.
Nice.
He goes and talks to the first 2, Butch McRae. He's basically like, yeah, blah, 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 you know, we're a good Christian school. There's good churches on campus, so on and so forth. The mom's like, yeah, well, I'm going to need a good job and a good house when I get out there, you know what I mean, if you want him to play for you. And Nick Nolte's like, no.
How could
Is
he ever
that
afford
really what you want him to grow up learning? Like,
Yeah.
the only way to, you know, get anything is to cheat. Goes and talks to Ricky Rowe, kind of the same situation. His dad wants a brand new tractor.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I have some sway in what college he decides to go to, and it just so happens that I need a new tractor because that thing's a giant pile of garbage.
This guy sounds like dicks already.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
dicks.
And then he's told about some kid who didn't go to high school. You know, he was in the military, but he's like a monster, and hasn't ever played. And you know, he scored like 500 on his SAT, so he never qualified for school. Neon Bordeaux, Shaquille O'Neal. They watch him. He does Shaquille O'Neal stuff, just
Yeah.
slam dunking it, bringing it to the boards.
So, junior battle.
Got it.
Tells him basically like, hey, if you retake the SATs, get more than 700, you can come to school for us. Like, and he's like, okay, whatever. What does he say? I forget what he says. He bets him something, but
By the way, in the modern day, you do have to go to high school to go to college. So I don't think this movie would work in the modern day.
but he gets them all to agree to come and tour the school. They see the gym. They run a couple plays. It's fun. Things start to take a turn when the students come in and start, you know, saying like, "Hey, I'd like to play for your school, but here's my conditions. I want $30,000 up front to come and play for your school." And then like, you know, Nick Nolte, Pete Bell in the movie just loses his cool, kicks him out. He's like, because he's. I mean, at this point, I'm
Was
still
that
like,
the blue chip white guy? Who was that?
no, Pete Bell is the coach,
yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Along the way, we do run into Happy is his name, the rich dude
Yeah.
who says like, "Hey man, we're getting these kids, we're laundering the money, we're hiding it. Nobody can trace it back to how they get it, so on and so forth. Like if you just agree," bites his hat off. He's like, "I don't want to be friends with you. You're a piece of dog crap person." But as he sees a good season slipping away, eventually he does cave in and agree to pay these players to come to this school. And they do so. They get, like, what's his name? Ricky Rowe's dad, a new tractor. His mom gets a brand new job in the city, brand new house. They try to give Shaquille O'Neal a Lexus or something, and he turns it down. Like, he didn't ask for it. He didn't want it.
Yeah.
They tried to give it to him anyway.
Didn't Shaquille turn down everything they tried to give him, basically?
He didn't
Aw,
want it.
he's the good guy.
We know that's
Opposite of how he was in college.
Yeah, right.
Essentially, we pay off all these players, but they're great. Like they're in training, they crush it. There's a reporter, Ed O'Neill, the husband from Married with Children. He's in it, young version, trying to hunt down and prove that this is what's happening. Can't. Essentially, it's hidden very well. Nick Nolte kind of starts to feel bad about it, wants to kind of back out, and the Happy dude's like, "Nah, dude, I own you. Like, you think this is the first time I paid off one of your players?" And he's like, "What?" He goes back and watches old footage and sees that Tony was throwing games last season because Happy had bought him off. He was like, "No, Tony, Tony!
I was just gonna say, calm down, Obadiah.
Anyway, they play their first game of the season and smoke the other team. Like, they're good. They're real good. But the whole time, you can tell it's getting to Nick Nolte. He's in his head, hearing how he's owned by Happy and all this guy. And they win the game, go back to the locker room. He's like, hey, man, I love you guys. You showed a lot of heart. You're great players, but I can't do this anymore. So I won't be here in the morning, yada, yada. Goes to the press conference and basically, like, just starts opening up about everything. He's like, yeah, man, I mean, we gave he gave a new tractor. It was great. We tried to give Neon a Lexus, but he wouldn't take it. Right, Happy? And he's like pointing at Happy in the crowd. He's like, yeah, he wouldn't take it. The thing was fully loaded. And then he's starting to lose his cool. Happy screaming at him like, you'll never coach again. Yeah. All the reporters are just like after it, dude. And he quits, essentially, after the rant, revealing that he paid all the players off. And then walks out of the college and basically, like, sees all these little kids playing in, like, the park and, like, starts showing them, like, steps and combos and shots and stuff. And then it pans out and kind of tells us where everybody ended up. Pete Bell's coaching high school in the South.
We didn't get a full season and a national championship?
No. One game and he quit.
What is this shit?
Well, 2 games.
Butch McRae and Neon Bordeaux went to the NBA. And then I want to say Tony and Ricky Rowe. Ricky Rowe hurt his knee, and then he went back to work on the farm. And then I think Tony went to college or off to another wherever he was in the NBA. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole movie's about bribery.
What did your guys' feelings of the movie?
The whole thing was about bribery and how bribery takes over certain aspects of sports, which is important to look in. It's important to magnify it.
To notice that it happens.
To notice that it happens. And that's what the whole movie was about. Just
right.
It's like, hey, this happens and it's not good for the sporting world.
All right, who wants to weigh back? Tanner?
I can do that. I think. Might need a little bit of help.
We can help you out.
Let's see here.
I'm here to help.
It's about very fresh in my head, so.
Yeah. Starts out, the only thing I'm having a problem with is kind of where does it starts with Ben Affleck
being an alcoholic.
Yeah, but I'm like, do we get the scenes of his kid in the beginning?
No, we don't learn about his kid until a little later.
So, Ben's an alcoholic and he's like drinking at work and drinking at home and getting into trouble, and then he ends up. Do they make him be the coach of the team? Isn't that? Like
no, they offer it to him and he doesn't want it at first, but then he ends up going to watch the team play and they're bad. Okay. And he ends up deciding to.
So he actually was like the best player to like ever come out of that school, and he just randomly.
Jack Cunningham, right?
Yep. And he just quit one day, and we'll learn a little bit more about that later. But so everybody kind of remembers him as this excellent basketball player that just kind of quit one day. And he starts coaching the boys, and he starts doing a little bit better in his life and with his drinking problem and all that stuff. And he's really good with the kids. He just has a problem on the court with swearing and freaking out on the referees.
So funny, dude.
Yeah.
But then we kind of find out a little bit of the situation with his wife and his kid and whatnot. And then I think is it his kid or his kid's best friend?
No, it's one of it's one of the families, because his kid was sick in the hospital and they met a bunch of other parents and families. And then one of the friends of theirs, their kid, went in and fell ill and I think passed away.
Okay. So then after that, he kind of goes back into drinking a lot more again. And I believe at this point the team is undefeated still.
Well, because he was in the hospital when his friend's kid passed. I don't think they passed away, but they told him like.
This is when you see his family like crying and stuff.
Yeah. So they told him it's pretty much like there's no hope, and that kind of causes him to backtrack and relapse.
I didn't really know what happened there. I was like, did he die? Is it?
I think they just told him that it's over.
Yeah.
Like it's the pull the plug situation. The choice, the whole impossible choice, essentially, is what I gathered.
In the 3 times I've watched this, I've kind of been confused on the dynamic of those relationships and how they work out. But
I think they leave it vague on purpose.
Emotional stuff.
Right. I think they're all support group parents. Yeah. Honestly, essentially, because it's just a group of parents who met in the hospital, essentially.
Yeah.
And then probably helped each other.
Okay.
In groups and therapy and whatnot. Because they even say in the movie like Ben Affleck's kid and the other guy's kid would race wheelchairs down the hallway and stuff because they would essentially, I assume, live in the hospital.
Yeah.
So that's what I gathered.
Yeah.
And that's how they all knew each other. There was like birthday parties and stuff.
Yeah, they
So
were
then-
pretty vague, but I think you're right.
And then he backtracks. He goes back to his old bar and then like meets a chick there, and they go home, and he crashes into her neighbor's boat. And then she's like, "Okay, go into my house. Hurry up. Park the car out back." He walks into the wrong house, and dude is like, "Don't move. I'll shoot you. Cops are coming." Blah blah blah. He gets in trouble. And right after that is when I believe they go to not the funeral, but they go to see the kid's headstone.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple more things that go down where he's drinking again, but one of them he doesn't wake up in time for practice, shows up to practice late and still drunk and whatnot, and then this is as the kids are getting into the playoffs basically.
Right.
And yeah, he gets fired from being the coach.
Canned.
We get to see him go to his super sick rehab facility.
Yeah, dude.
With a freaking basketball court overlooking the ocean.
Oh, dude, it was super cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's just kind of listening to the game while shooting some hoops or whatever, and he finds out the kids, they win, and they do really well. We don't necessarily get the end where they tell us where everybody kind of went off to. But
Right.
And did they explain who... I forgot. Did they explain who was coaching in that playoff game?
it was the other guy.
It was the other,
the
the glasses.
short curly
dude.
hair
Oh,
with glasses.
that's
yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah.
And probably the other preacher-looking dude that gets mad at him for swearing. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
What the f*** is that? I'm trying. Try harder. Try harder.
Check out. Sounds like Joe.
Number 1, coach versus coach. We got Jack Cunningham versus Pete Bell.
They're both really similar with their short temper.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah.
Um,
I think as far as coaching, man, I don't know, because
I,
as far as coaching
from
goes...
what I gathered is this P. Elder doesn't do much coaching.
No, he
as much
doesn't.
as-
He's...
But I think Jack Cunningham was a great coach.
I don't-
to get those kids to where they were from a terrible season before.
I don't know, because Pete Bell is in this movie he's a great coach in this movie. Like, he's on the court, playing with these guys, like, showing them different passes,
And
different ways, like...
I like how...
And he's positioning them on the court, not from the sideline. He's like, if you put your foot here, then I can spin around this way and I'm out. But if you put your foot here, now I try to spin this way, I'm blocked. I can't get past you. Over and over. And there's multiple scenes.
And
like that.
I like how long he held off on the bribe
Right.
stuff. And
So
I think
I
that
kind of lean more towards Pete Bell in this, honestly, if I'm being honest. Because
I think I'll slightly lean towards... They're both such good coaches, but...
I think, because obviously he accepted bribes or gave out bribes, which in the end is not good. But I think he's a better coach, honestly, because he just, I think, he even says it in the press conference in the end, and it sucks that you didn't watch it, because he's like, I cheated the game that I adore, you know, like I got into this to help players learn how to get better, to grow, to win games, and I took that for granted, and I messed all that up, and I'm disgusted with myself for it.
Which, by the way, bribing didn't always used to be illegal. I think colleges would
It probably just got so intense.
It's when the NCAA came in.
NCAA. Because there was a time where like colleges would be like, yeah, we'll give you a
so
card.
much money in these college games and football and basketball and bowl games that now we have to put our hands in it and make rules.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Number 2, score.
Well,
I guess this is kind of between me and Mike now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything there, and there's really not a ton of music in the way back. It's a lot
I don't really think there's much in either.
It's a lot of sad music.
It's kind of like a
this
scratch.
is like a wash. Yeah.
It's a scratch, yeah.
It's kind of sad music.
Sad music.
Number 3, main character enjoyment / growth. So,
Well, both of them had a lot of growth in different, but it's in
different ways.
In different ways.
So I think Ben Affleck had a lot of growth and then a lot of backtracking, and then
growth at the very
and then
end.
growth at the end to man up and
Which
go to
is
rehab.
actually kind of how it was in Blue Chip. It was like growth, backtrack,
growth. So it's almost
Yeah.
the same, honestly.
That's not exactly.
I don't even know who to vote on.
Gosh, that's kind of a wash too, man.
Yeah.
I guess who do
It's
you
also
like? I
it's
guess
also
it ends
cool
up.
that this is about 2 basketball coaches. This is the first time
Yeah.
we've really gotten to have something like this. So
So I guess it comes down to who you liked more, I guess. And I would say I don't know.
I don't know. They're both such good actors. I love them both. I don't know.
I think as far as acting goes, Nick Nolte takes it for me.
Okay.
I think he's a better actor than Ben Affleck by a
Sure.
large margin.
Sure.
how dare you,
Dude.
And
I'm Batman.
Batman?
it really comes down to drinking and bribing, essentially, are the two
Issues.
the two crutches here.
I would say
It's a tough one.
I'll go ahead and go with the other coach for you guys. Because it's probably less bad to
Here's the thing, like-
bribe college age kids than it is to get drunk in front of high school kids.
Well, yeah, but
I think it's a lot harder to get over a drug or alcohol addiction than it is to just stop bribing people. So
I agree.
in that instance, I think what Ben Affleck had to go through was even harder.
I agree.
But
That's
just,
what I mean.
just
And
not
it's
bribing character.
And I just think the emotional weight he had on him was a lot heavier than.
Yeah.
But
And with
that's
the
a tough one too, man.
Because nobody really died in Blue Chip. Like
No, nobody died.
death just adds a whole entire another layer, which I know it wasn't his kid, but
Yeah, it was definitely.
Let's call this one a tie.
yeah, let's call it die.
We're just gonna go ties down the line.
Well,
now?
these movies are very similar.
They are very similar. I
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
am surprised.
It's kind of. I'm glad we got like a same sport coaching aspect.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if it would have been a player from one movie and a coach from another, it would have been a little different.
Yeah.
But
Number 6, authenticity of the sport. So, I hate this.
Yeah,
because they're
they're both
such
pretty
similar
good.
movies. They both do really
I
well.
don't know a whole lot of high school kids that drain threes every single time they shoot. So
That's true.
maybe the way back is that authentic.
Maybe. I really like how on the way back he's on the court with them, like
Yeah.
showing them different screens, different picks, and different. I like that a lot.
I think I'm gonna go the way back for this one, just because I think the choreography was this much better. Just because the movie's
Right.
20 years newer,
Fair.
which is almost an unfair advantage. But choreography.
Hey, it is what it is.
It's the choreography, yeah.
Number 8 or number 7. Do the heroes win? Yes.
The boys win the basketball game on the way back, and the coach wins at life.
I would say no in Blue Chip, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, they win the game, but he.
But then he gets fired.
Yeah, he gets
and then
fired.
the team probably.
But I mean, the same.
Quit.
He quit.
Oh, he quit.
technically.
But I'm
the
sure
same,
that-
I think the same could be said for Ben Affleck though too. He gets fired and then has to go to rehab.
Yeah. But that rehab
So-
facility, though.
Dude, I'm telling you.
They probably have brownies every Tuesday.
Also, it's like it's not enough to show us that he went to rehab. They had to show us like, hey, this is what a sunset over the ocean on a basketball court at rehab looks like.
It makes you want to be a drug addict so you can go there.
Oh, dude.
So I would say in both of these, the team wins, the coach doesn't.
Yeah, right.
In my
Fair,
opinion.
yeah. So, which makes it kind of a scratch again.
Jeez.
Almost.
These movies.
Number 8, quotability. And I'd say neither. I don't know.
I mean, the only one from the way back was you can't hit the ocean from the beach, which is I've heard somebody say that on a basketball
Right.
court before.
I was gonna say, hey, next time that kid comes in here, drive your elbow in his fucking ribs.
Yeah.
And then he looks at the dude behind him. He's like,
I could quote a few things from the way back that I've heard before.
yeah, I don't know. It's
Can you think of any from Blue Chip?
I can't think of it. Anymore.
Not really, no. Yeah,
So,
not really.
no real quotability from this movie. A couple funny things though.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Number 9, anti-coach. Who's the bad guy in these movies? It's
Bribes and alcohol. No, I'm kidding.
the rich dude,
Yeah, the rich dude, obviously, from Blue Chip.
and then there isn't really a villain.
It's the dude that's the coach that they play twice. He'd be like the anti-coach kind of.
I
I
guess.
suppose.
Because he beats him, 72-38 the first time. Second time, they come back and like beat him. He's kind of like, not the bad guy, but
Sure.
that was the kind of thing they had to overcome to get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right.
His alcoholism's the bad guy.
It
Yeah,
is.
I mean, kinda.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
I don't know.
Child cancer.
Child
Call
cancer.
that the bad guy?
Cancer's the bad guy.
Jesus God.
Once again, cancer's the bad guy.
I'd say the rich guy would be.
I would,
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
more dislikable.
I'll
I
go with
really
you guys on
don't like him.
I don't like him at all.
I'll go with you guys on that.
They make him very unlikable.
Number 10,
It's crazy
rewatchability. So,
Huh.
what movie would I rather watch again? I feel like it'd be easier for me to watch Blue Chips again.
I'm gonna be honest. I liked both these movies a lot. I have no reason to rewatch them ever.
Either of them?
Yeah, either of them.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I like
on
them.
the same page. I wouldn't really want to watch either of them. If I had to, I guess.
Blue Chips.
You can watch a movie that you think is super good that you're like, I don't need to
That's
rewatch
good.
that.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's just the way back is
I'm
so
good.
The way back is so dark, and it kind of
Yeah.
I don't know
Sure.
puts you in a bad state of mind sometimes. Just how the
It's like
world can
Foxcatcher.
be.
It's so good, but it's like I don't want to be sad.
I want to go take a shower.
Do you have a problem with me?
No, after I watched Foxcatcher, I went and took a shower.
Wait,
Fully
like
clothed.
I was gonna say like a fully clothed sitting down shot.
I'm just sitting there in the fetal position, like fully clothed.
Call, I'm wondering why.
But
but it was a really good movie.
On the number 11, Speech.
Nick Nolte's was kind of like, yeah, they took the bribes.
His ending speech sounds like the better one from what you guys have told me.
I do like
the
that
only
one.
good one you really get in The Way Back is when he's sitting on the bleachers and yelling at him to be louder.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
true.
It's kind of like his speech, but it's more or less just him being a dick because he wants his kid to do better.
Because I would say I really like the speech in the locker room right before the big speech at the end of the movie where he tells him, that he loves them and they played a hell of a game. I like that speech as well as the end.
Yeah.
Press conference one?
Yeah. So I would say the speech is blue chips for me.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
All right, guys. That's all the conversation pieces that we have on this topic. I think it's time to make a vote. What do you think, Tanner?
Obviously, you guys know what I'm going to go for. it's probably one of my, not just as far as sports, but it's probably one of my favorite movies. Top, 10.
Really?
I really like that movie.
Nice.
I did, yeah. So I'm going to go for The Way Back.
Fair enough. You want to go? Or you
Also,
wanna go?
I didn't say this because we were talking about it, but I have seen Blue Chip before. I just couldn't remember it, and then the more you guys described it, I was like, okay, I remember this, and I remember this, and I remember this, but I don't remember the whole movie. So
Yeah,
Right.
I almost think I watched it in high school in a class of some sort.
Yeah.
When the substitute teacher's like, I don't want to teach today.
And they wheel the TV in
Yeah, they wheel the
and
TV.
you know you're about to have an easy
Yeah.
class.
Well, you can go first.
So, I'm going to say blue chips. Takes this one for me. I'm going to tell you why.
Is it blue chips plural?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was blue chip.
Figured it.
I figured
It's
it.
blue chips.
You might be right. Go ahead. Amy.
Anyway, I think this movie suffers in a lot of ways from being older than The Way Back. Obviously, I think
True. Yeah.
I think the quality, even just the camera quality of The Way Back is much better. It's in that way. But if I'm just stripping this down to what the movies are in a sports movie tournament, it comes back down to that blindside thing for me. The Way Back is essentially a lot about basketball. But I think it leans more towards recovery and getting
Struggle.
over alcohol addiction and the loss of a child and how do you deal with that. And basketball is just one of the ways that he finds his way back. Whereas I think Blue Chips is a lot of what can corrupt this sport and how that can affect somebody who truly loves the sport. And I just think that swings it more in that direction for me.
See, when we finished all this list, I wanted to vote it a tie because I was like,
Yeah.
these are both the same movie. These are both the same.
They are very similar.
I just watched the same movie twice. So since I'm not allowed to say tie because that's what I would say.
Because then we'd really call you Tie Boy.
Yeah, tie boy. I don't even know what we would do if I said tie. Like, would you go to, where's Blake?
But you can't. Sorry.
Boy.
I'm gonna just barely go The Way Back.
Okay.
And it's just because I think every category, I agree with what you said, and I think every category was nearly a tie. But I just enjoyed myself a tiny bit more watching The Way Back.
Oh, fair enough.
And I'm trying to strip it down and not be biased because it is like a 20 years newer movie. But and not being biased to that, I really enjoyed it, and I tried to get a little bit more into the side character stories. I didn't think they did the best job of going into each player's story, but
All right.
I mean, we just had the one white kid that wore do-rags that was always kissing different chicks.
Yeah. So one was flirty. One was
His dad didn't
Quiet.
go to his games.
Yeah, one was quiet, and his dad didn't want him to play.
And then the main character couldn't accept that he was good or something like that.
Yeah, that's the one that he kept yelling at. He's like, you're playing
Yeah.
point guard now. Like, you need to be loud and you need to yell out all the plays. And that's when he was standing on the bleachers. Can't hear you up here.
Fuck you!
Yeah. Did you hear
that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Just barely. I'm gonna go with The Way Back. I think.
Fair enough. All right, then. That's it. The Way Back will move on to round 2, and Blue Chips will be eliminated next week.
Wait, I gotta write it down so I don't forget.
Ooh, we get Cinderella Man versus For the Love of the Game.
Ooh.
Ooh. And for the record, this has nothing to do with next week, but I will be listening to Cinderella Man by Eminem tonight.
We got to find a power cord for that speaker when we train tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys, that's fun. So tune in next week for another good week. I think both of those movies are pretty good, if I remember correctly. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
we might have another good week.
That'll
And
be
then,
fun.
I'm going to cry at least one of them, I know that.
And you know what comes after that?
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, Remember the Titans.
And what?
Oh, it's Remember the Titans.
It's Remember. We already did.
Oh, we already did Friday Night Lights. Yeah, you're right.
So Remember the Titans in 2 weeks.
Dude, are you gonna tell us who they're playing or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll keep that a secret. So you gotta watch the next episode.
So,
I'll tell you guys after.
I might watch it. I might be part of it. I don't know. We'll see.
I might just leave and cry.
I think we got a couple of people that want to be guests for Remember the Titans.
Right.
So like we'll probably do like one guest round 1, another guest round 2. We'll figure it out, but it's probably one of the more popular ones ever on this list.
Yeah,
very much.
You're looking at possibly a title contender there.
But upsets happen.
We are going to up downs. Until Blue.
Varsity Blue. Varsity Blues got upset.
It did. It got upset.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you can call it an upset as much as holy fuck, where did this movie come from? Like, why hadn't I seen it before?
It was so
good.
That was true. All right, guys. So I proposed a conversation this week in which we would take side characters from big hit movies that kind of stole the show that you would like to see in their own TV show, since like Peacemaker is getting his own HBO Max show, something like that.
Peacemaker.
He will
John Cena in Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He will kill every man, woman, and child to make sure there's peace in the world.
I love peace with all my heart. I'll kill every man, woman, and child to make sure that I get it.
All right.
If that beach was filled with dicks and I had to eat every single one of them in the name of freedom, I would say no problemo. He's getting his own TV show, so I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we kind of found some side characters in movies that we really liked that we would like to see in a TV show? And then I put a little spice on there. It was like, what kind of TV show would you want it in, and what would the premise of the TV show be? And I only have like 2.
I've got a few. I've got a few, and I had to go look at some of like my older favorite movies because I couldn't think of anything like current.
Right.
But I was like, man, the side character was that good. I'll jump off if you guys want me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go for it.
Luna Lovegood and Harry Potter.
Okay. Oh.
I really wanted like more of her in that show, and I feel like just the way they portray her in general, she would have a really
So what
good
kind of
story.
show is it? What's the premise?
So I forgot that you said that, and all I have is the people, and I don't have the reason.
Oh,
so I don't know, but maybe like
make it up on the fly.
maybe her either like taking over her dad's like newspaper, or her becoming like a teacher, and like what's the one weird teacher that we just got 2 weeks ago? Professor Trelawney, her taking over for her because she's creepy enough to do it.
She's just creepy.
Yeah.
What if it's a Luna Lovegood show where every week it's a new mystery of something of hers that goes missing, and she has to like go into detective mode to figure out where it goes and what creatures have taken it?
I think you just nailed it, and we came up with that, Disney. So fuck up.
Warner Brothers,
whatever.
The black truck drives up. I'm like, not again.
I just got a text from the FBI that says don't move.
Not again. Mine is also from Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Polka Dot Man.
I would watch a Polka Dot Man show. Easy.
First of all, his whole thing with he only sees his mom is hilarious.
So funny. You see who that is? It's your mom.
I thought that was so funny. But also he's like the lamest superhero or villain.
I mean, kind of.
But I would watch it. I think it would have to be a humor. His show would have to be like a comedy.
Yeah.
And it would have to go into the relation with his mom and like some of his backstory. Yeah, so it'd just be kind of a comedy. There'd be no huge premise to the show, but he'd be fighting people, obviously, and anyway.
Fair enough. My first one is Weasel from Deadpool and Deadpool 2, his best friend.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah. T.J. Miller plays him. T.J. Miller's kind of a garbage person, but he's the dude who's like, it's a fucking fanny pack and you know it. You know? It's
the bartender.
It's the bartender.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I want him in his own show.
But it's like the bar?
No. I want it to be Blue's Clues with him, like, not realizing what's going on, and then every time a new clue pops up, he's like, just breaking the fourth wall. Like, what the...
This guy was
What the f*** is that thing? Where'd that come from?
He was a really famous stand-up comedian before he was an actor. I remember watching him.
Yeah, he's kind of a...
He's okay. I've seen some of his stuff.
He's kind of a crap person, though.
What has he done?
I was going to say, dude, like, how cool...
Some hateful comments and tweets and stuff in the past.
He's like, I mean, you see him mostly in the bar. Like,
right.
There. Like, and also that bar itself. And
he's really funny.
The premise behind that bar, like being all the mercenaries that hang out there, I feel like it would be a funny show to have be like Cheers.
Yeah.
And like follow him in like his bartender stories and like
But
stuff that happens at night there. That would be awesome.
Everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows your name.
He walks in and all these people like raise their knives and guns. Hey, it's Weasel. It's
It's a weasel.
It's a Weasel. Oh, funny. You're up.
Oh, it's back to me. Fuck, I forgot. Hold on, give me a second. I just had it up on my screen.
And we're waiting.
Oh, this one's easy, and everybody should have this on their list. But Maui from Moana should have his own
Is
show.
she a side character?
Yeah, he's kind
He
of the main
is.
character. He's kind of the main character.
The movie's called Moana.
Yeah, she's useless.
She really fucking is.
I mean, I understand it's called Moana, but
But I would like a show of like just him like solving
Sure.
people problems to help them out as the demigod that he is.
Yeah, I want him to put the snake and make the coconuts come out of the tree like he said he would.
Big facts.
Big facts.
I want to see him go steal fire from down below because you're looking at him, yo.
His whole, so how that show could play out is that one episode would be like parts of his tattoos.
Yeah, just like how his tattoos
like
came to be.
like
Yeah.
this tattoo.
each episode's
this
a new tattoo.
would- yeah.
Like the pilot, he's
Yeah.
got no tattoos.
The pilot, he's
I
just
don't. Oh god, I don't know if I want a tattoo with Maui. That
tattoo
sounds
was
horrible.
Well, he'd have the one on his back,
Yeah.
obviously.
And
He
it
jumped
ju-
out when he was a baby.
It just zooms in on different parts of his body for each episode. That'd be cool, I think.
That would be cool.
And then like the
It's a little
tattoo.
gay when you put it that way, but
Well, it's hot.
it's hot.
But no, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Mine, I put Eli from Attack on Titan because he's just like a quiet, interesting character, and I want more Attack on Titan.
I'm not sure who Eli from Attack on Titan
Oh,
is.
he's like the most powerful.
I know who Levi is.
What? Oh, jeez, Levi.
Talking about Captain Levi,
I meant Captain Levi.
I will fucking hit you.
Sorry,
I was about to Google who Eli was.
Levi.
Oh,
Hey,
You were real close.
Eli.
to it.
Eli is short.
thanks for watching. Guys.
Eli is short for Levi. I've decided. Think about it. It's the shortened version.
I mean, yeah.
It's like
kinda
Mike is short
fair.
for Michael. So he's interesting. He's quiet. There's this whole backstory with those one guys with the cow, like the cowboy guys with the guns, and they don't go into that at all. He has a lot of backstories that I don't think they like dig into, and like history with people. You know.
I like it. I like it.
I just want more Attack on Titan. I think I'm just selfish. But that would be the main premise. Would be his
Yeah,
backstory.
me too.
What was that?
I won't let him watch it until
It's over, and then we don't have to wait like a week.
That's
for it.
true.
Yeah, just
You-
wait till it's all done. With.
Kyle's smart. He should. You should listen to him.
Yeah, well, I hate it.
I don't like it here.
I don't like
You're caught up on 4 or what?
What?
Season 4?
Shoot, am I?
Oh, the guy who wants more Attack on Titan that hasn't watched.
Well, because I watch it on Hulu, but I don't think Hulu has season 4 yet.
Fair.
Dang.
What?
Be crazy if you knew somebody who had it already.
Give it to me.
My next one.
I choked on my water. Sorry.
My next one is Bebop and Rocksteady from the Ninja Turtles. I just want a TV show about those two just being bumbling idiots, dude. Obviously like a buddy cop drama, but like a buddy criminal
Oh yeah,
drama where
Those two, my God.
dude, I really like those guys in like the cartoon back in the day. They were like my favorite.
they're so funny, dude.
In
And
the
then-
movie, they were like, yeah, but they were
yeah,
so.
the movie
funny.
wasn't very
Yeah.
good, but
Yeah, they kind of butchered that.
Yeah. Well, I would love that though.
Right.
Not a lot of people know who they are, but I looked it up and I knew right away.
hey, if you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know who Bebop and Rocksteady is.
That's true.
So.
They
Facts.
They double team Megan Fox. What? No, they didn't. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Kyle, every
I'm
time.
gonna take a minute.
The views and expressions of this show are not exclusive to the podcast itself.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So,
Somebody has to do.
Before we get
before we get
sued and
canceled.
lose all of our followers. So all right, you ready for mine?
Oh yeah, you're up.
Oh,
Guys,
I was born
I was
ready.
gonna
You guys ready for this?
Da, 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 da.
Merry Pippin and the Adventures of the Shire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Like everything's back to normal. You know,
Gardening?
they're home
And smoking?
Just
and
get-
drinking,
just
and
get
smoking,
blazed and going
and
on
gardening, and loving it.
It's just a Hobbit party show.
Them just stealing food from Farmer Maggot and just doing stuff.
Just doing stuff. I probably wouldn't get bored watching that.
I wouldn't.
Some people would be like,
Ew, I'd never get bored with it, dude.
some people are like, that sounds boring. I'm like, nope.
Not at all.
Not with that long bottom leaf.
Oh,
I'll smoke it while I'm watching this.
I forget sometimes too because I rewatched The Fellowship the other day, and Sauerman says to Gad, who's like, you know what, your love for their leaf is too much, and I was just like,
Bro, you
damn,
got
Gad, be getting high, like
bro, you got 2 barrels of that in your cabin,
yeah.
dude. What are you talking
What
about?
are you talking
it
about?
is. I saw that.
Hypocrite. Hypocrite.
Hippogriff.
Griff. Yeah, Buckbeak.
Buckbeak.
Michaela's out here to like die laughing at your little what's the Captain Salazar
Captain
voice.
Salazar
Yeah.
voice. I'm not doing it.
So mine is also from Lord of the Rings. My next one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Aragorn from Lotro, but the whole show takes place back when he was a ranger, a northern ranger. So his northern ranger adventures. And honestly, if we're being honest, they could make a sideshow of almost any Lord of the Rings character.
Yeah, dude.
Just about every one of them on like a Gimli Legolas
Yeah.
show after. 'Cause
Oh,
that'd be
they
so
go
good.
they go off together after
Oh, yeah.
Aragorn is crowned, like back into Fanghorn.
Don't they hunt like orcs and stuff?
Yeah, all
Because
sorts
that's what
of
they
stuff.
love doing. That's just what they love.
Go hunt some orc.
Well, they go off and be like best buddies, dude. I'm like, oh, that's so great.
I realize neither of them have a home really to go back to, so
Right.
they just go kill orcs.
Well, I mean, Legolas does.
Does he? I guess kind of. Yeah.
He's from the same place that what's her name's from.
His dad doesn't like him, and I don't know. I don't know. No, he could go.
Well, this is. I mean,
Legolas does have a home to go back to, but
Yeah.
but he probably doesn't want to.
I almost said Elismera, and then I realized that's where the elves live in Aragon instead of Lord of the Rings.
Same.
I can't remember what it's called. Lothlorien? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Lothlorien.
there's Lothlorien.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, where Galadriel is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I only had 2, but I'm gonna make up one on the fly.
You
right?
just did with Gimli and Legolas.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so it's a detective noir show, but who does it star? I want
I got this.
not Gollum.
Gollum solving mysteries.
I'll help you.
Like black and white.
Groot and Rocket are solving noir.
Ooh.
Are solving noir
That's
on
pretty
different
good.
on different planets.
Dope. I'm with it. That's good.
That's not bad.
That's good.
But Groot is like obviously just saying,
messing
I'm
it all
Groot. He's
up.
like, I'm Groot, and he just messes
He
everything
like picks up like some blood. And he like looks at it,
And Rocket's like, put that down.
and he's like, "What'd you find there, big guy?" I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I'm with it, dude.
terrible.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Uh,
Dibs.
if it's gonna be just those two, every time Groot says "I am Groot," I want a caption to pop at the bottom for what it means. If it's just those two, I want.
I am Groot, and then it's just 3 lines of dialogue you have to
The
read.
DNA evidence suggests that
Yes.
but it goes up so quick and goes down so quick that the reader's like, what?
You gotta pause it. The DNA
The semen on these shorts is 24 hours old. I am
So the
Groot.
DNA results would indicate that this person was only about 22 years old at the time of the murder,
Yes. See?
whereas the body was found almost 2 years later, decomposed and barely able to find traces of any sort of DNA.
I will say,
I like
Velocity Entertainment owns this idea now.
It does.
It's true, Disney. Looking at you,
Looking at you, Disney. Don't fuck this up for us.
Tanner.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna make
having-
another one up on the fly.
I was having too much fun with that last one.
You mean I'll help you?
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hit Girl from Kick-Ass.
Okay.
But she no longer gets to like beat people up. She's like just a teacher that teaches kick-ass things now, like her dad taught her. She has like her own dojo.
She used to be a
Oh.
preschool teacher.
Oh.
She has to like use restraint.
She has a dojo called the Kick-Ass Dojo. But she trains kids under the age of 7 how to kill people.
How to kill people.
God.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, your mind is dark, Tanner, but it's fine.
Big facts.
Doctor Strange's cape. No, that's a joke. That's a joke.
That's not bad though.
It's not a
You
joke.
might be onto something.
I think you might be
You might be on something.
Disney's like, again, don't move.
So just like I was like, noir, who we got? Like cape. All right, what's it gonna do?
What's he gonna do? Just Doctor Strange's cape, a whole TV show. I was actually, the real one was Team Rocket, because I feel like they have a side of the story they need to tell. And nobody,
From Pokemon. Okay.
from Pokemon. And nobody respects Team Rocket. Nobody.
Rightfully so. They're a bunch of bitches.
Except for like the end of the first Pokemon movie and the end of the second Pokemon movie where they help Ash in both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're trying to save the world. I mean, I want to hear their side of the story,
Some devastation.
and I want the show to like show their backstory. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
All right, let me think here. I'm gonna think of a character first. Who's a character that I like? Let's go.
Speaking of Shredder, that picture there, I hate how overboard they went with his like.
He looked like Megatron.
Yeah, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, get the fuck out of
Looked
here.
like Megatron. I hated it.
Yeah.
Those movies are garbage. Like,
Give me a buff Asian dude wearing literally just claws and a purple shirt.
who's the dude from Shang-Chi? He could be Shredder.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dad.
Who owns Ninja Mutant Turtles? Like, is it
Say it right first.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Thank you.
Dumb nut, dude.
Whatever. But who? But like, I don't even know what company.
It might be Warner Brothers. I don't remember.
Capcom. No, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, who knows? All right, my next one, I'm gonna grab.
I guess I should look it up.
I'm gonna grab.
Script.
I'm gonna grab Dandelion from the Witcher TV series.
Ooh, I like Dan. Dude, his backstories are kind of hilarious.
I'm gonna put him in a horror show where,
His
where
life
he's
is
with
kinda
a group of people that just keep like dying because of monsters, and nobody knows why, but he just keeps writing songs about why they're dying.
What the fuck?
That's it. That's a golden idea. I want it.
I did enjoy Danny. I thought Dandelion was hilarious. How he was always getting himself and stuff, and then Geralt had to go save him.
Also, I'm pretty sure Dandelion plays another character in a show that I really like, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look that up later.
Viacom CBS.
CBS. Okay.
Cool.
Fair enough.
But anyway, oh yeah, I would say that's Dandelion would be good. You could. There's a lot of Witcher characters you might be able to make side stuff off of.
Who's the big arm dude I don't like?
Oh.
Every single time you ask that, it's
I know
it starts with an R.
There's an L.
Lethos. Lethos.
He can have a show about him being stupid.
Why do you hate him?
He starts with skinny arms.
just big arms for no freaking reason.
I mean,
He
fights
starts with like
monsters
he just
for a living.
starts with like normal arms, and then like his wife like cheats on him with his dad, and she's just like your dad's arms are fucking huge, and then like walks out the door, and he's just like, not for long.
Not for long.
Not for long.
I think it's always just made me mad that he was School of the Cat, and he's just not a slender feline-looking dude.
Yeah, he should probably be a griffin or a lion or
Something bear.
bear. School of
Yeah, School of the Bear.
Because there's bear, griffin, cat, and viper.
Wolf.
Oh,
Wolf. Well, there's Viper too.
Yeah, Viper and Wolf.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right, Tanner, what you got next? This is your last one, right? You said you got 5.
I'm out, but I've been thinking of some as we're going along.
Fair
this
enough.
is my last one.
So, Garth from Supernatural,
Okay.
but it's basically just while Sam and Dean are gone throughout various seasons because they're dead or whatever. So he like takes over, and it's just him going cross country, doing things. Fuck you.
Dude, I just
He is the best thing about that show, and he's in one of my favorite movies of all time called The New Guy.
I don't hate DJ Quails. I don't know. Garth never really did it for me.
But that's the thing. It'd be fun. It'd be like a comedy version of Supernatural because he'd fail at every mission he went on because he sucks.
That's fair.
And then something else would happen that kind of saved the mission.
Saves him, kind of like Dandelion.
I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm
Whatever.
Wow. My last one, I'm gonna go with the Hulk, but back when he had to run off to like, where was it, Brazil or Argentina, and he had to like keep his anger under control, otherwise he'd destroy all of Brazil. And
then throughout it, you just get random like UFC fighters from Brazil that come up and start shit with him.
yeah, Vitor Belfort's like, "You're ducking me, bro."
He gets shoulder checked on the street, and he's like, "Oh hey," and then he turns around, and it's Jose Aldo.
It's
He's just mean mugging him.
yeah, just me. Anderson Silva's just like, I don't think he respects me.
Yeah.
But there's no movie. Well, there's a Hulk movie, but there's no real movie or TV show for the Hulk. So, let's make it happen.
I don't know. There's a full ass
Yeah, but no Marvel movie.
actual MCU movie for the Hulk. Yeah.
I thought.
There's 2 movies, and
Well, they had a different
He had a
actor.
TV show where Lou Ferrigno played
It's
him.
the same Hulk though. Like,
Yeah, but
they
just
had
a
to-
different actor.
They recasted him because Edward Norton didn't get along with like
Yeah.
the Avengers director or something like that.
Which, by the way, is a power move where Disney's like, or MCU's like, we don't care about actors, we're just gonna fire you. And then that sets an example for the rest of you.
I wonder if Edward Norton ever looks at like all of the Ruffalo money that he's got now, and he's
That was
just
a Ruffalo money.
Ruffalo.
like, I just couldn't put my differences aside to make all that money.
Yeah.
He's been in enough stuff. He's doing okay.
I was about to say, if you have
I'm
enough,
not saying he's poor. I'm just saying, like...
if you have enough money, maybe money's not important to him. He's just like, I didn't want to do it.
But think about it like this. Maybe he just didn't want all the responsibility of being stuck being the Hulk for the next 15 years while the MCU comes out with all this stuff.
Once you sign that contract, I think you might be kind
stuck
of prison.
Yeah.
Well, he signed movie deals, so, like, Ruffalo signed, like, a 5-picture deal or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he was...
Yeah.
And then once his 5 pictures were up, he signed another deal or whatever, you know.
So he kept signing, so he must have liked it.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a blast, dude. It looks like they're just like one big family.
You
like
gotta make out with Hemsworth in his trailer.
Yeah.
All the time.
Or just like watch him put his like shirt on. Like, or take his shirt off.
Or take his shirt off.
Alternatively, take his shirt off. You know? It's ridiculous.
One thing I want in my contract, and it's not money. I want the power to tell him to take his shirt on or off whenever I want. I don't care if we're mid-set. I want his shirt off now.
The director's like, okay, we'll make it happen.
So we got to talk to him about this first. And what if he's just like, he did this in the last movie too.
He did this in the last movie.
All right. I got one. I want Mark Wahlberg from Ted to go on an adventure with Mark Wahlberg from The Departed.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This already isn't going to go well.
It sounds like the dude from Ted is dying in the first 10
Yeah,
minutes.
He's
dead.
Probably,
They're
dude.
dying instantly.
Probably, dude, but I want to see it.
And then the Mark Wahlberg from Pain and Gain's the villain. I don't know.
Dude, a Mark Wahlberg verse, bro.
Mark
Like
verse.
A Marky verse.
A team of Mark Wahlbergs have to team up against the evil Mark Wahlbergs. Like on the good team, you got the shooter Mark Wahlberg. Boom, sniper. You got like the dude from Transformers who's like a car mechanic. Like, I could change the oil filter. Done.
They're either going to need a lot more CGI or they're going to need a lot of actors that look exactly like Mark Wahlberg. They're going to need something.
As long as at least once the Mark Wahlberg from Ted goes, why the fuck would he say that? Then we're good.
Yeah, right.
Is that it for everybody?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, I got one more.
Oh, okay.
One more that I came up with. The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. But I want the two dudes that jump off the roof at the beginning. And I want to go back and I want to get like their whole detective history as partners. Yeah,
they're
and then
like the biggest.
So I'll go all the way back to the beginning of their partnership, and then it's just like a season up until they,
Aim for the bushes.
aim for the bushes.
I laughed so hard.
I feel like I wouldn't be right talking about this if I didn't bring up this Reddit thread from a couple of years ago that I'm going to read off right now.
We'll do it.
I want Terry Crews and Vin Diesel to do a buddy cop movie where they're both secret nerds, but they don't want the other one to know. Like, Vin Diesel plays D&D on the weekends. Terry Crews likes epic crossover fan art. Somehow they have to work undercover at Comic-Con for whatever reason Daniel Radcliffe is the villain.
Oh my God.
Comment, I'd like to add, not a character played by Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe appearing as himself. Next comment, no wait, second thought. I want Elijah Wood to play Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes, dude. I'm so
Third comment, Elijah Wood plays Daniel Radcliffe and his evil sidekick Elijah Wood played by Daniel
God. I'm done, dude. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
I read that a couple years ago, and it pops in my head every now and again, and I die.
That is really funny.
I'm going to go ahead and make sure they start taking money out of my paychecks every week so I can save up to budget that movie.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everyone. Put your paycheck towards that.
Oh, man.
That was the best.
All right, you guys ready for Pokemon 20 questions?
Are we Pokemon this week?
Gotta catch them.
I felt like, moving so we can come back from our epic loss, but
Now you get another chance someday, but it is not this day.
Today is not that day.
Let the questioning begin,
you know how to say
boys.
that, Kyle?
It's every time.
All right, is it?
Can
do you want to start with Jen's?
Let's just say Gen 1 or 2, because if he says no, then we might as
Then
well
we
get
might as
up
well
and-
fucking
we might as
leave.
well leave. Is it Gen 1 or 2?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
We can stay put.
All right, is it Gen 1?
No.
Fuck. All right, is it fire or water?
No.
Is it electric or ground?
No.
Is it rock or ice?
No.
Is it psychic or ghost?
No. That's 6.
So we have fairy, bug, dragon, grass, or,
Is it dragon or grass?
No.
and then we have bug and fairy.
Steel too.
Wait, was Fairy Gen 2? Yeah, Fairy was Gen 2.
No, whatever.
Oh.
But we also get Steel in Gen 2.
Yeah.
Is it Steel or Fairy?
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Is it?
Is it Steel?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's only a couple.
There's only a couple. There's like
And-
I want to say there's like Skarmory, Steelix, and is it a first evolution?
No. That's 10.
Is it a second evolution?
Yes.
It's got to be Steelix.
Probably, because that's the only one. That's the only one I know of. that's.
I want to just do it, but I know like it end up not being it. I'll fucking
But
freak
but
out.
if it's not that, that's the only one I know.
That's the
of.
only thing I can think of
So
too.
so what are we gonna do if it's not that? You know?
You're going to lose.
Yeah. Well,
Does it have a long, slender, skinny build like a snake?
No.
Fuck. Oh man. Okay, so second evolution Steel type.
sometimes I think Kyle changes it mid game to screw us.
Oh, they're getting too close.
They're getting too close.
Better switch it to the other steel type that they don't know about. And then
Fuck. Okay, let's see here. Let's just jump into a hint.
Onyx is never mind.
Jump into a hint.
Yeah.
Hint us. Hint me, Pokey Daddy.
I'm going to see the Pokédex entries.
And that Fortress guy is not Gen 2.
Also, that's a psychic.
He's a
too.
psychic.
Oh, should I ask if it's a dual
Well,
type?
but I think he's
Should
a
we
dual.
ask if it's a dual type?
Yes.
Wait,
Is it-
what are we at?
12.
Is it?
We still have. We still have. Is it a dual type?
Yes. There you go. That was going to be my hint.
Fucking gross.
What's the matter with you?
All right. Okay, so it's a dual type. So I'm gonna go. I'm thinking Steel and.
He already said no to a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah, he did.
But okay, so he didn't say no to Fairy, which we did guess. But he didn't say. Did we do Psychic and Ghost?
Yes, I did Psychic and Ghost.
Did we do?
Dude, it's gotta be like Steel and.
There's no Steel and Fairy. I'm saying.
Steel and Fighting.
Oh. Fighting and ask if it's fighting or normal. We didn't do those.
Is it Fighting or Normal?
No.
Ball sack.
Ball sack.
We only have like one more question before we can't get the hint.
Well, his hint was gonna be dual type anyway, so it kind of sucks for us.
Come up with another hint.
Yeah, go with another hint, fucker. Hold on. The thing that's killing me about it is it's a second evolution.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, our last resort, you say, Steel or what was it? Steelix.
Steelix, yeah,
But like,
it's not got a long, slender body like a snake, so no.
well, maybe Kyle is just interpreting it differently.
What else is? Oh, do we do Dark type?
Oh no, we didn't, did we?
It's Steel and
But what's
Dark.
Steel and Dark?
Something very evil.
Something very evil. What if it's one of those like one-off Pokemons that you need to like? Oh,
No, if it's got a second evolution, then we should know it.
yeah. But it's the one where you have to trade to get the evolution. I don't know. So this is our last question. Do we get a question? Do you have a hint thought of or not a good one?
I looked at the Dex entries and they pretty much just give it away. So
Should we say? Did we say the name of it yet? How many did we?
Well, if we asked for one of the types, he would have given us one of the other types.
No, I'm saying like, did we say the name of the Pokemon?
No, don't do that. Is it also flying or dark?
no, that's 15.
Isn't Onyx Steel and Rock?
We already said rock and ground.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I said rock in one and you said ground in another, so. Does it have a third evolution?
No.
Boopy.
Dude, Steelix is the only thing I can think of. Have we said its name already?
No.
Okay.
We're screwed.
Fine, we're so fucked.
We're screwed.
We're so fucked.
Fortress isn't Gen 2, is he? But wasn't he?
Two more questions and a guess.
I thought Fortress was Steel and Psychic, but maybe not. Maybe he's something else.
I thought it was bug inside.
We could be. I have no idea.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so hold on. Hear me out. Think. When you go to the lighthouse to save the Pokemon and then go back to the gym to go against the girl, she's the steel type gym leader.
In Emerald Ruby.
No, it's in silver.
But this is Gen 2. Silver's Gen 1, right?
Silver Gen 2.
Oh, shoot. You're right.
But her gym's right by the lighthouse.
You know my gens
She has a Steelix, I know that much.
Yeah, my gens are so messed up.
Oh my god, we're so stupid.
What?
Wait, we already said electric. Magneton's the only other thing I can think of. It's a second evolution that doesn't have a third. Oh wait, it does have a third, but it's later. Because it's got Magnezone.
But is that in Gen 2?
No. I don't think
So maybe that's the answer.
so. We already said electric.
Did we?
Can you confirm that we already asked that question if it was electric?
I honestly don't remember.
Well, how many questions do we have left?
You have 2 questions and a guess left.
So let's ask. Since he said he doesn't remember.
It's my bad. I don't remember, but
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just can't, because I feel like we started off fire, water, electric.
Dude, there's really only 2 or 3 steel types at this point in Pokemon, and I can't think of any except for Steelix, and I'm almost positive Onix is steel. He's not. I thought it was steel and rock. Anyway.
His evolution is stealing something.
Oh, okay. Well, just
Hold on. There's a Skarmory, but I don't know if Skarmory is evolved from something else, and that's what's fucking me up.
It's on you. You play Pokemon Go. The ultimate Pokemon.
I just want to sit in the corner and repeatedly punch myself in the balls right now. That's how I feel.
You can take the L and I'll start reading off
No.
Pokemon entries.
Now. You will lose. You will die.
I'm not saying anybody's gonna lose. I got faith in you guys.
No, I was quoting Star Wars. Now.
Oh.
Now. You
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now. Kill him. All right, 2-hour podcast. Tanner just thinking.
Don't give a fuck about that.
We're only at 120. It's all good. You got another 40 minutes to think.
Doesn't have a third evolution. It's stealing something else. And we've literally named off fucking everything.
Yeah. I don't actually think steel type exists anymore. I'm questioning everything.
Birds are a myth.
Birds are a myth.
Birds are
Built
real.
by the patriarchy.
Well, I was thinking of whatchamacallit. No, that's not it.
Just take the L.
No.
I'll start giving you like obvious hints until you guess it.
Are you gonna treat us like children?
No, I'll just read a hint and then you'll be like, oh, maybe it's this. And I'll read another hint. And
No.
you'll be like, no, it's definitely this.
Wow.
But you'll lose, and that's okay, because winning isn't everything, you know?
So you've said, okay, so we guessed the steel type.
Right.
But you've also said that any of the other types that we guessed is not its other type.
Right.
What other type did we not guess?
So I feel like we've guessed everything.
Dragon, Steel, Ice. Okay, ground, Psychic, Ghost. Water, Fire.
Well,
Did we even say water and fire?
that was the first question.
Yeah, it always is. Normal, fighting.
We did those.
Just throw that out there.
Wait, oh, we didn't do flying or
We did.
insect.
I did do flying.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I asked
He
what it
did
was.
flying.
Did we ever do insect? What kind of steel insect is
I don't
there?
know. But hold on a second. Because we also did fairy, and he was like, because we did steel and fairy, he said yes, but we didn't ask if it was also fairy.
Exactly. But
Is it also fairy or insect?
Yes. That's 18.
But here's the thing.
One
He
question,
did say it
one
was
guess.
none of the others that we said, though.
So it's insect.
I think it's insect.
Steel insect.
What would a steel insect be?
I don't know.
Fortress. No, okay. We already know he's psychic. And I think wrong, Jen. Tell me a story from the Midwest. That's funny.
gonna be mad.
Yeah,
Alright, well, let's get this last question out of the way, and I'll see if it's insect. Because if it's not insect, then I'm gonna freak out. So is it steel and insect?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you gotta guess.
Second evolution, it's steel and insect.
your brain right
It is. Well, 'cause I'm thinking of insects that are in the second gen because they're fucking weird.
Wait.
But there's also that little spider thing that evolves. It's like Nincada and something else.
now. Oh, I don't know if that's.
Fuck it. Is it Skarmory?
It is not Skarmory.
What is it?
So, it evolves when it's trading, holding a metal coat. One of your questions should have been, is its original evolution in the first generation?
Dumb question.
Let's see, what are the Pokédex entries? I want you to guess it and be mad at yourself.
I'm already not.
It
mad.
intimidates its foes with its claws imprinted with eye-like patterns.
I like.
It has incredible attack speed, and its large scissor-like claws make it a formidable
Fucking
opponent.
Scyther. God damn it was Scissor.
Wait.
Fuck!
Scyther Steel? How?
No, Scyther's first evolution is grass and bug or whatever. Its second
Is
is steel and
bug.
insect. Scizor, the red version.
Scizor, the red one.
Oh my gosh.
You know that's my favorite battle Pokemon in Pokemon Go. I hate you right
when
now.
he said Pokemon Go, I thought you were going to be like, well, I really like Scizor.
Fucking with Scizor.
I did not know the evolution was.
Scizor is one of my favorite Pokemon ever, so.
Wrap it up, Kyle. I'm pissed.
He gets way more mad when he loses at Pokemon because he knows Pokemon better than movies.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
That's been Velocity Entertainment. If you want to congratulate me for beating the boys at Pokemon 20 Questions, go ahead and drop an Amazon Prime subscription on twitch.tv/Velocity Entertainment 360. You can also follow us at facebook.com. Just search Velocity Entertainment. We should be the first one that pops up. And we're podcast services all over the world. Apple, Spotify. We'll be on YouTube a couple days after Twitch because we are affiliates. So thanks for watching the show, guys, on Twitch live. Thanks for watching the show live on TikTok if you were stuck around. Sorry you guys couldn't get Scizor, the easiest Pokemon ever.
Fuck off.
Get out of here.
You guys have a good day, and we will see you next Monday.
It's bullshit.
I literally had a question.
I hate it here.
I had a question that kind of would have left.